What is going on? Right. Okay, yeah, so just following on from that live. Weather doesn't like mobile data, does it? It really doesn't. Right, go on then. Oh, Custade. I like that banner. Okay, sorry. Right. They're wrapping me up in a banner as we walk. Yeah, weather's not great today, but who cares? Right, so again, in regards to that help that I was asking for, you got any evidence, you got any data for collation so that we can obviously hold weight to the proposal that we do. So as I mentioned before, we do trend analysis of judges' sentencing patterns. We do trend analysis of convictions within the police, etc. This is wider spread. Obviously, the big scandals, as we all know. Why is my face on this? Right. The big scandals, as we know, etc. We have dug into to figure out some solutions, etc. That's why Maggie Roberts is close to my heart. That woman went through hell trying to get people to listen to her, what was going on. So as well as helping us on the street, as well as helping us, also I've got some really great legal minds who know, I mean, all the laws that we've even forgotten about, going back to treason laws in the 1800s, etc. Any legal minds that want to help us with this, come on board. As we said earlier, any promos that want to deal with this, come on board. But yeah, anyone that comes across any evidence that they think will be a good case study to help our case, substantiate our case, solidify our case, bring it on board. You can never have too many facts, too much information. You know, if we overwhelm them with facts, information, and give them all the reasons why we want the solutions in place, and give them no get out clause, i.e., well, you don't understand how to do that. Well, actually, yes, we do, and there's the plan. I will give you full presentations, mate. I will give you your current issues, your current your current case studies, the current way you've done things. I will give you your solutions. I will give you how to implement changes. It needs to be done properly for them to hold weight. Sorry, that was just going on the back of why we don't just knock up a quick protest now and go lock up the paedophiles. You know what? We all want them locked up, but that's, you know, they just need to hold some weight. So, where are we heading? Yeah, mate. The pen dragons. I think you mean, Sharon. And yeah, I'll tell you what, we got some of the top boys there. Really, really, really lovely blokes. Really helpful, by the way. Common law. Yeah, they are very helpful for our cause. The pen dragons have been very helpful. There is a few legal minds I am using from the pen dragons, got to be honest. But as I said before, I will take help, advice from anywhere. Legal, PR, anyone. So rather than people sitting there at home, like we've had a few times over the past, wow, you could have done this, you could have done that. Yeah, we've all got hindsight. But we're trying to do something. If you've got suggestions, please deliver them to us. We'll take everything on board. Yeah, obviously I have chest issues, so I'm actually doing really well with the walking today. So yeah, if I sound out of breath, don't worry. I don't know how the other feed is still live. I really don't know what's going on with the data today. I think we're going to head to pubs. Is this pubs or cafes? I don't know. Hello, gorgeous. Do you want to say your name? No. Do you want to see what's your favourite hunting team? I know you know the answer to that one. Go on, shout it out. I won't get you on camera. First line of defence. They do a brilliant job, don't they? That is our number one little feet on the street supporter. She's made us some great banners, which will be in Manchester, because they're in Yorkshire at the moment. And she's amazing. She really is. We're all fine for coat. I'll tell you what, guys. I'll just do a little promo myself. That is my favourite restaurant. Coat. It really is. It really is. Didn't know there's one in Cardiff, but hey.
You've got everything in Cardiff.
Oh, I love it. I honestly, do you know what? There's not many coats around either, you know. And they're always in the posh. Are we in the posh part of Cardiff? Are we? Yeah, I was just going to say. Wait, they must be, darling, because you've got a coat. And trust me, they're in the posh places. I do love coat.
I do love a bit of coat.
Oh, I do.
Coat. I said coat.
I know it's too soon to joke about that, all that stuff.
Coat.
I know what you said. It's Coat, people. That's my favourite restaurant, Coat. Right. Okay. Okay, Sarah. This is the hunting teams getting together. We are networking together, so we work more in harmony together as well. We are getting exposure out to the people. We are getting our feet on the street. We are getting the message out of what the hunting teams do. We are fighting for legislation changes at the end of the year. We are trying to build momentum and traction in order to garner enough support to make that feasible and possible for babies like that. I'm absolutely fed up of seeing no people. This is Cardiff. This is a capital city. Where are your people? Hello guys, can I explain to you what we're doing today? Wow, you've got... Is there any English people? I keep saying, is there any English people around? I'm in Wales. Have you got any Welsh people around? Hello guys, can I explain to you what we're doing today? Can I explain to you what we're doing today? I'm just going to tell them what we're doing in a minute. If I find English... Not English people, Welsh people. I'm looking for Welsh people. Oh. Hello guys, we're fighting for no more silence, no more child abuse. We're fighting for legislation change in this country to increase sentencing powers, bring in some minimum sentencing powers, and looking at the whole facets to it really. We want the evidence bringers to stop being persecuted, and we want the guilty to stop being protected. And we're fighting for all children. We're in Cardiff today, that's our banner. We are in Cardiff today trying to get that message out there, trying to get support so that when the legislation changes are drafted, your support is going to the establishment.
Thank you.
No, lovely, thank you. Nice big family there.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, but you know what? We have found this, and that's why we're doing this, because there's a lot of ignorant people. Now, I'm not blaming the people for that. Do you know what I mean? This is our society in general. If it don't bother me, I'm not interested. But that's why stuff is the way it is, and that's why everyone gets away with doing what it is. Because if people are only going to put their heads above the parapet when it affects their child directly, yeah, well, you know, we need more unison in the country as a whole. We need more people power. We need less establishment doing roughshod on decisions without consulting, because at the end of the day they're in power because we put them there to speak for us or to represent us, not to force decisions onto us, not to force things onto us. Hello guys, can I explain what we are doing today? Hello, lovely. Right, we're fighting for no more silence, no more child abuse. We are from paedophile hunting teams. We are fighting for the evidence bringers to stop being persecuted and for the guilty to stop being protected. We're just proposing changes for legislation to increase sentencing terms and bring in some minimum terms as well. We're getting the message out and the feet on the streets to as many people as we can, so when the legislation changes are drafted, that we can actually get enough support to get government to listen and start valuing the innocence of our children over the anonymity of the guilty. Of course it's reasonable. I mean, I saw the baby in your eyes. I've not got you on live. We're from different teams. My team's called the Child Protection Officers. We will be releasing all details, etc. We are going around all countries. We've been to Belfast, we've been to Birmingham, we're off to Manchester, and we will be getting this message out on the street. Okay, thank you for your time.
No, that's right.
Oh, bless him. Where's all your Welsh people? Do you know what? I think I'll go for a drink tonight, people. I think I'll sit in the pub tonight and tell every person that I say, hello, darling, you all right? Can I explain to you what we're doing today?
Why do you ask my love?
Oh, because we're obviously going around and we've come to Cardiff today to fight for no more child abuse. No more...
Good Lord, I never properly... Yeah. I'm surprised you have to do that.
Exactly. I'm surprised that we have to get our feet on the street.
Are you a Cockney, are you?
No, I'm not a Cockney. I get that a lot, though. I'm a Brummie.
Where?
I'm Brummie.
Bray in Buckinghamshire?
No, Birmingham.
Bray?
Birmingham.
Oh, you're
Brummie. Yeah, I'm a Brummie.
That's what you did the first time.
That is what I said.
You said Bray.
Lovely, good. No, I said Brummie. So anyway,
Brummie. Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Brummie. So
do you know Sally Oak?
I do know Selly, yes.
Yeah, I used to have a lady there, a Vietnamese girl.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, in Selly, go off the Bristol Road.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we've asked for, Emma.
Oh, you are, are you?
No, so we're paedophile hunting teams, and we've come out in force today to obviously get the message out there.
Love, I'm unemployed there.
No, I bet you do, yeah. No.
You're doing good work. I just don't know what to do for it because the government should be.
Exactly. And we have to do this, and we have to do this all year in all cities
your
to get.
AMP, baby, your AMP needs to be jumped on. You know
Exactly,
what I mean?
but this is the point.
Instead of talking to me, you talk to the AMP.
But no, but we are drafting legislation changes, and we need the support from the people to get a voice. We need a loud voice. Exactly, but we're talking to all the MPs in all the councils, mate. Everyone's talking to their MPs. We have standardised letters to send to all the MPs. We're garnering as much support as we can from everywhere.
I am nothing.
You are
is everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Power goes through. Yeah, you mentioned legislation.
Yep, absolutely.
That comes through the MP.
I know that, but there's 160 MPs sitting on the seat.
But the MPs have every vote.
Exactly. But you are the people on the street that can get the word out. You can sign a petition, mate. You're not a pleb. See, this is.
The MPs
do you know what? Yeah, of course they have. That's the point that we're trying to make. When people have got the opinions of yourself, or you think you can't make a change because you're just one man, that is wrong. And where you keep telling me that these MPs have got all the sway, this is wrong. There's 160 of them on the child sexual abuse register.
You're glossing over.
I'm not glossing over anything.
You're glossing over the power that the MPs have.
Oh no, I'm not. That's exactly why we need as much voice as possible before we can get these proposals in place. That is the point. We need to remove the 160 of them that's sitting there on the child sexual abuse register.
The MP.
But you can sign a petition.
Hey?
As an individual.
Thank you. I'll leave you, James. You what, darling?
Say vice versa.
Yeah, no, at the end of the day, though, I don't blame that man at all, because that is the point of what the establishment has done all across this time, to make people think that they've got no voice, can't make any difference, and it's only the MPs that can make a difference. Well, this is the problem. This is the problem. We all have power. Every single one of you has got a voice. Every single one of you can talk to 20 people every day. We're supposed to live in a democracy. The MPs do not. They are supposed to take our decisions on board. They are supposed to want what the power of the people want. Hi guys, can you explain to me what we're doing today? We are fighting for no more child abuse, no more silence. We are paedophile hunting teams that have come together. We are travelling the country to fight for legislation changes, put our draft proposals in place. We literally need to garner enough support for what we do to obviously get this sorted. There will be petitions out at the end of the year with substance of how we can actually make a change. Absolutely fine.
Sorry, we've got a call about a disturbance.
Where's the disturbance?
Down by you.
No. Okay, so we've got police following us, mate. I'll explain to you what we're doing. This is Mermaid Key Security. So we've got a permit to do our march. We are marching to get the message out. The Cardiff police have advised us that we can do exposure talks to the public.
If it's on this side, a permit would have needed to be handed in upstairs to our bosses.
That's all right, I'm the one leading this, so I can...
Because it's private property, see me, Mickey.
Okay.
So a permit would have needed to have gone in upstairs for anything that can happen on site.
Okay.
So
I have just spoken to him and confirmed that I can come up here and talk to the people.
Who have you spoke to?
Our copper that's outside Welsh Assembly at the moment.
We haven't been told anything, see, and
okay.
Obviously for security reasons we need to be informed.
Yeah, absolutely makes sense, mate. Have you got a problem with us talking to your people about
it? Ain't up to me, it's up to the bosses.
Okay, do you want me to go and talk to him?
They're not on site at the moment.
Of course they're not.
Because it's the weekend, they only work on the weekdays.
Okay, so can I ask you, right, so we're fighting for no more silence and no more child abuse. We're fighting for the evidence bringers to stop being persecuted and the guilty to stop being protected. So do you support that?
No.
You don't support that?
Sorry. It's been a long day. I'm tired.
I was a bit confused then and I was a bit shocked, I've got to say.
I'm just a bit tired.
That's all right, yeah. We know the feeling. We've all travelled from all over the country. Countries. A lot of us from England.
Unfortunately, I can't give permission to do anything.
That's fine. Okay. So where's the private property then, mate? Because as I say, the police officers give us permission.
Once you come over the bridge from over around by Demiro's, that becomes Mermaid Key.
Right, okay.
Everywhere from there down to Subway.
Okay, so where's Subway? Because I could go past
Subway's
that.
just on the end down by there.
Right, so anywhere past Subway,
And
you ain't going to come and
close
collect.
up that end.
Right, okay.
And obviously the bridge.
Okay.
Anything past
So,
those
so,
cars
so
is all
who's
really
mentioned a disturbance of the peace then? Because as you can see, there's only like.
Our control room spotted it on the camera.
Right, you can't spot a disturbance of the peace on the camera. You can spot people
It
talking.
looked like a protest type thing, which is what we had a call about.
Yeah.
And that's why obviously we were dispatched to come down and see what was going on.
Okay, yeah.
So, because obviously it being private property and all things have still got.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, as I say, I'm not from Wales. No one's informed me that this is private property. I have just been told that I can come over here. So, you know, give me your parameters and I'll go towards people past there then.
No problem.
So, where's your parameter that way?
Tesco's on the very end. Once you go past Tesco's, you're off site that way. Past Subway that way is off our site.
It's all right. So,
It is, unfortunately.
well, I was going to say, he did give us permission to come down here. So obviously this is on live anyway on Facebook. If obviously you're not being truthful with us, it will be flagged up, and then obviously Mermaid.
I'm just telling you what I've
No,
been told by
exactly.
my
Which,
bosses.
this is why I believe you, mate. Because what I'm saying is we are live on Facebook. So if Mermaid Quay in Cardiff isn't private property, this would obviously go viral, and obviously it wouldn't look very good for you. So I know you're telling me the truth. Do you know what I mean?
Do you realise it's technically illegal to film people without their permission?
I'm not filming anyone. And actually, mate, I know the laws. So are you on that camera? No, you're not. Your voice is, mate, and that's absolutely perfectly acceptable.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do it on site.
No, that's fine. And so you've explained that to me. And obviously I do believe you because, as I say, this is going to go viral if you're lying. So I believe you. I absolutely believe you. So we've got your parameters now and we're going to go talk to the public outside of it.
No problem.
Thank you
Thanks
very much. So if Mermaid Quay in Cardiff isn't private property, can you let me know? Well, obviously we will take his word. I'd have a few words for him as well, but you know, whew.
You gave him quite a few.
Well, no, there's a few words coming up on the screen, Chris, that I would have used for him if I wasn't such a lady.
Such a lady, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was Mermaid Quay security guard, where there's no management here today in Cardiff Bay. So just to get that out there to you people, that was Mermaid Quay. But you know, if it is private property and they have obviously got an issue with what we're fighting for, then here we go. And it's good to see Taffy now talking to the public. Go on. Speak to me.
Private property.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, this is private property, it's not.
Yeah, well, I've just had this conversation with another one.
Yeah.
I've just had it.
can't stop us.
We've got permission.
Go on, Taff.
We can just walk though, can we? You can walk around
I'm
to where
not
it's
stopping you
fun.
walking, I just say you can't stand in one place because it's private property.
We can't stand in one place.
No.
Okay, that's fine. I'll walk around.
All right.
That's all right. We can't stand in one
Right.
place. Exactly. No, I get ya. Okay, we've got to move around.
It's private property.
No, of course.
If I don't come and say it.
No, absolutely.
Right,
Don't you worry. We will
But we
walk
don't like to
around.
walk around.
Yeah. That's
In
fine.
future, though, if you want to do this.
Mate, we've got a permit. We have a permit. 100%.
Yeah, but not for the council, isn't it?
Stand
This
where
is
the
private
bus-
property.
Yeah, you know, he's just explained that, so that's fine.
Skin spot for there.
Lovely. Okay, conflicting stories there, people. So, conflicting stories. So I'll walk around and I'll just talk to people then. Disturbance of the peace you saw on the camera. Jesus Christ. How nice of all of us. Hello, guys. I'll just explain to you because I can see you're obviously interested. We're fighting for no more child abuse and no more silence. We're fighting for the evidence bringers to stop being persecuted, whistleblowers, paedophile hunters, etc. We're fighting for the guilty to stop being protected, i.e. not getting sentences, having mitigating circumstances that don't hold water, being allowed to be used, not being sentenced effectively at all, being whitewashed, being covered up. We are obviously trying to get the message out there to as many people what we do. So we are the hunting teams coming together to try and get this exposure, but we are trying to get that message out to you all, so when the petitions come out at the end of the year for our legislation changes that we are drafting, we need as much support as possible for that, otherwise establishment won't listen.
Okay.
And establishment have just been whitewashing this for way too long. So it's taking us, we are volunteers from all across the countries, to actually spend all of our time doing this because they are not listening and they are not doing their jobs effectively.
Do you have the police support when you?
Yeah, do you know what? Absolutely, we do. So when we're doing our cases, there are, individual police officers, etc., that, you know, maybe it's a bit too much work, but, you know, you get good and bad everywhere, don't you?
Yeah.
When we're doing these exposure days, okay, every single police force that we have spoken to has been fully on board. Cardiff police, fair play to them, right, actually give us a suggested route where we would have more foot traffic. So they have, and they are supportive. The councils that we've spoken to getting all the permits, etc., the councils that we've spoken to are supportive as well. So what we're doing with our analysis as well is trying to remove the people holding seats that aren't fit to hold seats, i.e. the judges that aren't sentencing at all, the police officers that are whitewashing when you find out, for example, that the whistleblowers have come to them a few times, and then what? You've got a scandal like Rotherham that's actually then got to tip you off, or Telford, you know, why have we got these scale of problems when you've been told about it so many times, and what you've done instead is persecuted the evidence bringers. So us hunters and us hunting teams, we get issues where they try and put I'll just leave it as issues because I'm on live. Don't worry, none of you are on film. I do ask everyone for permission. So, yeah, we have the issues, and then the evidence that is brought to them, the guilty have more protection than anyone, than the children's innocence. And, you know, the excuses and mitigating circumstances that they give, one of them got off with his with a substantial conviction, I would say, because his wife would struggle without him at home because she was depressed. I mean, that's him to have thought about that beforehand. Why does that mean that child's innocence has been lost forever, and then he doesn't get protected because he's got a wife that wants to support him anyway? I mean, there's just too much to this. There is just too much to it. If you're going to steal a child's innocence, then you need to be punished. Simple as that. All right.
And is that chap with you too?
Yeah, he's that's my security guard.
Oh, I was going to say, where's he carrying handcuffs?
That's my security guard, bless. So there's... Well, you know what? You would think what we're fighting for is, you would think everyone would be on board, wouldn't you? But they aren't. They're just, so, you know, it's just better to be safe than sorry. It really is. There's representatives from a few teams here today. Are you all from Cardiff?
Yeah. Roughly.
Right, so we've got the Welsh child protectors here today. So all of us basically go around the country.
Is that lady recording this? I'm not really happy if she...
Yeah, but you won't be on film. No, because we hold them down, so we don't expose anyone unless I always get permission. Okay. She's filming me. But no, I always get permission. Always get permission. I won't put anyone's face on camera if that's not what you want. But I do need to get the message out to people. So I will stop and talk to you. If you give me permission, I'll put you on, which is great. But other than that, so you are live on your voices are live on my page of child protection officers at the moment. So if you do want to have a research or anything, child protection officers, go and have a look. But no, I didn't get any of you on camera at all. Okay, thank you for your time. Thank you. We are fighting hard. And we will continue, and we won't be silenced, no matter how much they keep trying. I mean, the corporates keep trying to silence us, even so much as Facebook, and Facebook keep closing our accounts down. Exactly.
Because you're counted as a vigilante.
Well,
basically.
Yes, but is there any vigilantes here today? Like, we're not. No, I know what you mean.
But the term,
yeah,
they just throw that term at you.
They do. But the term of vigilante should take justice into your own hands. What we do is we collect evidence and pass it on to the relevant authorities. So we're not a vigilante in the slightest. There's not one of us that takes justice into our own hands. So it really, that word does wind me up, but you are right, that is what we're classed as. But again, as I say, the whole proposal that we're fighting for isn't just about the hunting teams, it isn't. You know, this is about the whistleblowers within the police and the social services as well. This is the people that are bringing you the evidence. Doesn't matter who that is, even if it's you, right? Even if you know something about your next door neighbour, right? And you've got some evidence and you take it to your copper, no more silence. Stop persecuting the evidence bringers and stop protecting the guilty. So yeah, we do it as a volunteer basis, but this spans across the board, all demographics for everyone. Yeah. So really appreciate your time today. Please look out for the petitions at the end of the year and the proposals. Thank you very much. Thank you, darling. Thank you very much. This is my little mascot, this is.
Oh, somebody needs to be doing it.
Exactly. We have got about 100 hunting teams across England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales and Southern Ireland. So we're trying. We are trying. But as I say, what's not helping is the fact that when the public aren't aware, and then it's like, you know, when it's like a battle between one and the other, rather than everyone should be on the same page with a unified voice. Surely none of us agree in child abuse. Surely none of us agree that whitewashing should exist. We did start our march at the BBC buildings, just to put that out there. But yeah, exactly. But, you know, ignorance in society is why the authorities get away with it for so long, for example. It is. So actually, every person with a voice that can speak to other people can play a part in this. You don't have to be a hunter and out on the street catching them. You don't have to be collating evidence. But if you support us, you can sign a petition. If you support the legislation changes, you can tell the 10 people about it. Do you know what I mean? So every single person that fights for the cause is important.
Are you going to be on change.org?
Yeah, exactly. But you know, there's many petitions flying about that don't garner much support. They only garner like 1,000 signatures, etc., etc. That is not substantial enough. But what it is because they're very wishy-washy without any substance to them. So we're actually getting the proposals drafted in place before we do the petition, so that actually you guys can go, well, yeah, of course, that makes sense. You know what I mean? But then also on the other end of it, the establishment can't look at it and go, well, you haven't thought about this. Because if you just had a petition, for example, which there are ones that say lock up the paedophiles, well, yeah, well, we're all behind that. But if the government will go, well, yeah, but how are we going to do that? So if we can give them the pounds and pence way to do that in the same budget, which and we can give them the case studies from across the world and this country as well, to show them how they can make these changes and put the proposals in place for solutions as well, rather than just telling them there's your issue, lock up more people. Because they'll come back to you and go, well, you don't know how much it costs a year to house them, da, da, da. If we can actually explain to them, yeah, we do understand all that actually, and this is how you can do it better, and this solution would mean you cover this aspect and that aspect. So that is why we're not just knocking one up, because we could do it today. We could, but what's the point in that if it's just going to be a vague, wishy-washy statement? There's too many of them around, and we need a really substantial one. Thank you for your time, guys. Thank you. Lovely to meet a big family. Hello, your face.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, darling. Right, that was a lovely big family. I think there's 1, 2, 4 generations. Yeah, but there's got nanny down to mummy and daddy, down to son, down to granddaughter. A lot of generations there. Grandson, and then great-granddaughter. Oh, God, there's a lot of generations in that family. Right. Can I leave my bag with you lot, because this is really killing me now. And we're going to go on a run, aren't we? Come on. We're not actually running, don't worry, but we'll walk. We'll walk faster than that lot. Just sitting down. Oh, bless you both. Do you know what? Your mummy's very happy for you to go on camera. I did ask her in Birmingham. So get your little face in there and show what we are fighting for. Because we are fighting for all your friends, aren't we? We are fighting for you and all your friends and your favourite team's first line of defence, isn't it?
That's nice, isn't it?
Oh, well, I think our mummy would have something to say about that, mate. That's actually a lovely picture, Taffy. There we go. Lovely. Come on then, you, my little mascot. There we go. Right, let's go talk to these people. Right, let me just tell your mummy that I will make sure you don't leave my side. Can somebody let Sam know that she's not going to leave my side? Because we're off for a walk. There we go. Hello, guys. Can I just explain to you what we're doing today around your beautiful city? Well, you cheeky git. We are fighting for no more child abuse. We are fighting no more child abuse. Yeah. Is he winding me up? Or? No. Oh, is it the accent? No more silence.
You've got an accent, have you? Okay.
How many beers does this one have? Right, can I explain to you, lovely? And then maybe you can explain to him later.
Do you want to talk? Go on, you say, go on. No, you're sure?
No, she's my mascot. So we're fighting for no more child abuse, no more silence. We're fighting to stop having the evidence bringers persecuted and stop protecting the guilty, stop giving them anonymity, stop giving them mitigating circumstances, stop not sentencing them, and stop persecuting the evidence bringers. So we're hunting teams over here. So we're also fighting for the whistleblowers within the authorities. We're fighting for obviously the police whistleblowers, the social services whistleblowers, the hunting teams. There's about 6 of us here today, 6 different hunting teams here today, trying to get this message out to people, to garner enough support to obviously make actual real changes in the country. So I appreciate you taking the time to speak to us. But, do you want to tell her what team? Right, my team's the child protection officers. Do you want to tell her what team your mummy's team is?
First line defence.
First line of defence.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, she's beautiful, isn't she? Thank you, darling. Right. What? Can anyone tell me what time it is?
5 to 5.
5 to 5, right, we've got 5 minutes left. I think you all know I will be talking to people all through the night about this. But I can get my own beer, you see, in 10 minutes. So, yeah, I chat a bit, funny enough, people, I chat a bit more with the beer in. Right, so. Hello, guys. Can I explain to you what we're doing here today?
No, we got to go with...
Well, we're fighting for children in your city and across.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. Let's hope that, you know, it never affects you personally. Right.
Cool, is this me?
Okay, guys.
You could have said.
I'm going to sign off now. Can I get you all together? Can I get you all together behind the banner? Because I'm just going to sign off.
Yeah, you know I'm not cool now.
Yeah, so. Get behind.
In my...
What do you mean now? What do you mean now?
I just want to...
Hello, darling. You all right? Yeah, I know you're a darling because you just took a picture of our beautiful banner.
I took a picture of my wife.
Your beautiful wife, your beautiful banner. I mean, you know, they're in the same place. Thank you, darling. Right, can you just get behind the banner then, so we can do a sign off? Chris,
Can you stand there?
this is a demand. Go and get behind the banner. No, that's a demand now.
I am standing there.
There are very ignorant people. All I can say to those people is I really hope this never personally affects you. Thank you, guys. Hang on a moment. I forgot.
Yeah, we need you in.
Just thought I'd get in one picture of the day, people. So, right, as I say, I am going to go off live now, but I'm not going to stop talking to the Welsh people today. I'll probably end up speaking to them more after a few Guinness, to be fair, let's be honest. So yeah, I'll let you know how many more people I get the message out to. Right. Thank you, guys. No, honestly, thank you all for coming and getting your feet on the street at the end of the day. The more that we can do, the better. Thank you for everyone. Bye-bye.